Every human on Earth does it. Presidents do it, athletes do it, scientists do it. Ancient kings did it, cavemen did it. You probably did it today, and yet almost nobody wants other people to know. A strange silence falls over a room. People avoid eye contact. Someone suddenly becomes fascinated by the ceiling. Everyone knows what happened. Nobody wants to acknowledge it. It's just a fart, a completely normal biological process, something your body is supposed to do. So why does it feel so embarrassing? Why can something so natural make people feel ashamed? The answer isn't about digestion. It isn't about biology, and it definitely isn't about gas. The real answer may have more to do with survival than most people realize, because the feeling of embarrassment that follows a fart might be connected to one of the oldest fears in human history, the fear of being judged by other people, and that fear may have helped keep our ancestors alive. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because some of the strangest parts of human behavior are hiding inside things we do every single day, and few things are stranger than feeling embarrassed by something every human body does.
Imagine a dog. The dog farts. The dog continues walking. Nothing changes. No embarrassment, no apology, no concern whatsoever. Now imagine a horse, or a cow, or a chimpanzee. The same thing happens. Animals release gas constantly, and they don't seem remotely concerned about what others think. Humans are different. And that's interesting, because the embarrassment isn't caused by the fart itself. If you were completely alone in the middle of a desert, you wouldn't care. The moment becomes embarrassing only when other people are present. In other words, the problem isn't the fart. The problem is the audience. This tells us something important. Embarrassment is not a digestive response. It's a social response. And humans happen to be one of the most social species that has ever existed. For most of our history, we didn't survive because we were strong. We survived because we belonged to groups. And belonging came with rules. Lots of rules. Some written, most unwritten. And violating those rules could come at a cost. Imagine a small human camp 100,000 years ago. A few families gathered around a fire. Maybe 20 people, maybe 30. That was your world. Those people hunted with you, protected you, shared food with you, helped raise children. Without them, survival became much harder. You couldn't simply leave and find thousands of new people online. You couldn't move to another city. Your tribe was everything, which meant your reputation mattered a lot. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer societies have found that reputation plays an enormous role in social life. People pay attention to who contributes, who cooperates, who causes problems, who follows social expectations. And because humans evolved inside these small groups, our brains became incredibly sensitive to social judgment. Not physical judgment, social judgment. What do other people think of me? Do they respect me? Do I fit in? Do I belong? That sensitivity became one of our greatest survival tools. But it also created something new. Embarrassment. A painful emotion designed to help us avoid behaviors that might damage our social standing. And over time, bodily functions became part of that system. Not because they were dangerous, but because they were difficult to control. And humans care deeply about appearing in control.
Here's where things get strange. Scientists have discovered that social rejection activates many of the same brain regions involved in physical pain. Think about that. Your brain reacts to humiliation in ways surprisingly similar to actual injury. This wasn't a mistake. For most of human history, social exclusion was dangerous. Being rejected by your group could mean losing protection, losing resources, losing allies. In extreme cases, it could even mean death. Your brain learned to treat social threats seriously, very seriously. Embarrassment became an early warning system, a way of saying, be careful, people are watching, your social position might be at risk. The feeling is unpleasant because it's supposed to be. It motivates you to avoid situations that could damage your reputation. And that's exactly why public embarrassment feels so intense. Your brain isn't reacting to the fart, it's reacting to what other people might think about it. Which leads to another question. Why did farting become one of those embarrassing things in the first place? Why not breathing? Why not blinking? Why not walking? Why this?
The answer seems to involve one of humanity's favorite illusions, the illusion of control. Throughout history, cultures all over the world have placed enormous value on self-control. control your emotions, control your behavior, control your impulses, control your body. A fart represents the opposite. It's sudden, unplanned, difficult to hide, and often impossible to stop. For a few seconds, your body acts independently of the image you're trying to project. That may sound trivial, but humans spend an incredible amount of energy managing how others see them. Psychologists call this impression management. We're constantly adjusting our behavior based on the people around us. The way you act with friends is different from the way you act during a job interview, or on a first date, or in a classroom. Part of being human is controlling the image you present to the world. A fart interrupts that process. Suddenly, the carefully managed version of yourself disappears, and reality takes over. For a moment, everyone is reminded that underneath the clothes, the status, the confidence, and the social roles, you're still an animal. An animal with a digestive system. An animal that makes strange noises. An animal that smells sometimes. And humans have spent thousands of years trying to distance themselves from that fact. The embarrassment isn't really about the fart. It's about the reminder. The reminder that we're not quite as sophisticated as we like to believe.
Every human who has ever lived has experienced embarrassment. Every human who has ever lived has farted. And those two facts may be connected in a way that's much older than we realize. We often assume embarrassment exists because modern society taught us certain rules, but the roots go much deeper. Long before cities, long before schools, long before written language, humans depended on groups to survive. And because of that, our brains became experts at monitoring social approval. We learned to care what other people thought. We learned to fear judgment. We learned to avoid behaviors that might damage our reputation. And over thousands of generations, those instincts became part of us.
Today, getting embarrassed by a fart might seem ridiculous. Maybe it is. After all, everyone does it. Everyone understands it. And everyone knows it's normal. But your brain isn't reacting to logic. It's reacting to something much older. An ancient system designed to help you stay connected to the people around you. A system that still whispers the same message it whispered to your ancestors. Pay attention. People are watching. Because for most of human history, belonging wasn't just important. It was survival. And perhaps that's why something as small as a fart can still make a room full of modern humans suddenly become very interested in absolutely anything else. If you made it this far, leave a comment. What is the most embarrassing public moment you've ever witnessed? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stories about the strange history of being human.